Seeing how lively and handsome little Xiao is now brings back memories. I can't help but recall the past. Back then he looked ill and lifeless in the pet shop. He was trapped in an iron cage. His skin problems were severe. But fate works in mysterious ways. Do you believe in love at first sight? I was instantly drawn to him. Without hesitation, I took him home. I was determined to improve his living conditions. I also wanted to find him a companion. So did little Shui eventually find true love. Back to the first day. After bringing little Shui home, I observed him carefully. I found shedding skin covering his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. That was because his previous environment was excessively dry. So I set up a humidifier for him. He clearly enjoyed bathing in the mist. He seemed to know the mist helps remove dead skin. So, he kept lying under it, looking very happy. By the second day, his skin had obviously improved. Now it was time to prepare his food. Chameleons can eat quite a lot. So I prepared a variety of food for him. But when I tried hand feeding, to my surprise, he wouldn't eat at all. His reaction also shocked me. He suddenly changed color, which meant he was angry, as if telling me to stay away. Chameleons are practically living mood indicators. Green means happy, blue means excited, and orange means angry. Sometimes when he shows this color, he might be thinking about something. What an interesting little guy. He's really fun. This little fellow seems a bit introverted. Now, I really want to know how he'll react when he meets Xiao Mei. Xiao Mei is the girlfriend I plan to introduce to him. When they meet, what interesting things will happen? Xiao Mei is a female chameleon. She's been single for a long time. Now she's eager to get married. So she needs something that only little Shui can provide. But Xiao Mei is a realist. She says there must be a home in the south. So to move this relationship forward, I decided to first build a cozy little villa for little Shui. Luckily, little Shui isn't in a rush about females or relationships, so I can carefully design his home. First, I laid branches inside the tank. This layout is great for their daily activities. Then I filled gaps with foam to secure the branches. On the third day, little Shui still wouldn't eat. I started to worry. Was he afraid of my hand? So, I decided to try feeding him with a feeding stick. A method that lets me feed him without getting too close. You know, I wasn't sure he would accept it. I couldn't believe it. This time he actually ate. You'll find his tongue is like a missile. hitting the food precisely, with breathtaking speed. He catches prey using sticking mucus on the tip of his tongue, like it's watered onto them. Seeing him finally eat, I felt relieved, and continued renovating his new home. The foam had hardened, and the wood was firmly fixed in place. I hope their relationship will be just as solid. Next, I trimmed the foam and wood. It took hours to tidy everything up. Now I had to cover the ugly foam on the bottom layer. So, I added a thick layer of silicone and wood chips. The renovation was going smoothly. But there was a problem. Xiao had grown impatient. She was ready to reproduce, and urgently needed a mate. But judging from little Shuai's behavior, I felt he still wasn't ready. The following days, after spending days together, on the 10th day, little Shui took food from my hand for the first time. He no longer hissed, nor got angry. Our friendship had made progress. Day 17. I rinsed the background wall of little Shui's home and added some mechanisms, plus live plants, installed pipes, and increased lighting. His new home looked brand new, almost perfect. If nothing unexpected should happen, then something unexpected will. Sure enough, mold broke out in his new home. Mold can be fatal to chameleons, so we had to act quickly. I arranged a cleaning crew to fix the problem. In this episode, animals would help solve the mold trouble. I pinned my hopes on them. By day 21, the mold was completely gone. The cleaners ate it all up. I knew it. They worked. Now little Shui could move into his new home. I reached out my hand, and he reached out his. He trusted me now. In that moment, I felt all my care had been worth it. Little Shui moved into his new home. It was his first time seeing real plants. Before this, he had always been kept in a metal cage. I believe from now on, his life will only get better. Suddenly, thunder and lightning struck. A heavy downpour fell from the sky. The storm began to fade, and mist quickly spread. Day 30 was the time for little Shui to meet Xiao. This meeting might involve risk. Little Shui is 4 times Xiaomei's size, and could easily kill her. The date might also fail. But what if the opposite happens? What if little Shui gets scared? What if he still isn't ready? But even then, the worst result is simply that Xiao Mei refuses, right? Let's hope that's not the outcome. After giving little Shui a pep talk, I watched him get ready. Xiao Mei was placed on a branch too. Soon after, they noticed each other. Little Shui began changing colors elegantly, trying to impress her, and slowly blended into their shared surroundings. But Xiao Mei played hard to get. So when little Shui approached, she turned away. Climbing to the canopy, little Shui watched from below. He liked Xiao Mei at first sight. This time he was very brave, walking all the way up to her, until he could smell her scent. He hesitated a little, then inched closer to test the waters. He knew he couldn't miss this one chance. So, he took action, slowly moving his head towards Xiao Mei. But Xiao Mei suddenly became highly aggressive. She rejected him and tried to attack him. Seeing her reaction, little Shui felt dejected. He didn't understand why she acted that way, and fell into confusion. It was his first failed blind date, and also my failure in finding him a mate. Later I realized we were simply too eager. They hadn't built enough connection between them. Xiao Mei rejected little Shui, just like little Shui rejected me at first. But as time went by, he and I built trust. He changed from a fearful, lonely chameleon into my best friend, eating from my hand and seeking my gentle touch. We'll try letting them spend more time together later. And as they interact, they may come to like each other as well. Alright then, let's end with some awesome chameleon hunting shots. That's the end of this video. Thanks again for watching and for your subscribe. See you in the next video.